What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So today is a pretty bad day for me. I'm gonna make this video a little long because I do have something that I really wanted to get off my chest. I woke up this morning to an email saying that my channel has been demonetized. And by the way, I'm saying my channel, not like some of my videos, for things that I haven't done. So it's misleading content. So that basically means like scam. Those scam videos that you definitely have seen in the past. Yeah, like click on this, you will be making $10 million in 1 year, 1 hour, something stupid like that. And reuse content, which basically means like using other people's videos or using like an automatic voice like for your videos and basically just not commenting. Exactly the opposite of what I do. So it's very interesting, right, that they had so much confidence like banning me. I mean, like suspending me from monetization on these two things when, again, none of these are true. You know, obviously, if you've watched like anything that I post on my channel, my styles of videos are pretty much the exact same every single time. I'm always making combo videos, deck profiles, or like card discussions, etc. I don't take like anyone else's videos, so yeah, very confused as to how all this happened. It's very frustrating. I did make an appeal. Hopefully everything will work out within like a day, because even if they are in the wrong, I'm still getting like, you know, like a huge penalty off of that, because I can't be making money off of anything that I'm doing in the meantime. So it's really unfortunate. Again, this is one of the drawbacks from AI. They 100% very much can be wrong, and when they are, it's rough out there. But yeah, this is not gonna stop me from posting daily videos. So yeah, you already know that we're far from done. No, never, absolutely never. But yeah, we do have some new cards announced, some trap monsters and stuff. I don't even know. I'm still gonna have to try to figure out like how I'm gonna make the spreadsheet videos and everything, because I am kind of late with all that. And also the newer decks from Infinite Forbidden. There's like a bunch that I haven't checked. But anyways, before we proceed, friendly reminder to smash the like and subscribe button. You already know the drill, and now let's get right into it. So the first card is a top hat here, the Silhouette Magician, link 2. Okay, Illusion Monster, 2 effect monsters. You can only use the first and third effect once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can set one continuous trap directly from your deck that has an effect that special summons itself as a monster. So in other words, the Eldritch cards. Also, this card cannot be used as a link material this turn. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll take it. It's just that you can't, like, link climb, so it just stays there and it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's like a +1 that isn't really a +1. And if this card battles a monster, neither player can be destroyed by that battle, so that's the typical illusion effect. If a card or cards in the spell and trap zone is special summoned to the monster zone, you can target one spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy it. That is once per turn, unfortunately. It's not bad, so I do like it. This card could work in, like, I don't know, if I'm trying to build... I was trying to make like a really cool statue of Anguish pattern slash like the Eldritch cards and like everything else, but like only 40 continuous traps, 0 monsters, 0 spells. It might work, honestly, with cards like this. I definitely believe. So yeah, very cool card. Definitely could make like that, I guess, for fun, casual strategy work. It's nothing like too competitive, but it's a cool card for sure, so I do like it. Next up, we've got Silhouette. Okay, continuous trap. You can only activate a card with this card once per turn. Special summon this card as an effect monster, illusion, dark level 4. With these effects, it's also still a trap, obviously just like every other trap monster, so it's not like a Shade Brigandine, but rather like the Eldritch traps, really the best example. If it is special summon, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of illusion monsters you control, negate their effects until the end of this turn. There's like that deity continuous trap something level 6 monster that does something almost identical, but for like any other like monster trap instead of illusions, and it doesn't activate. It's just like it just happens, whereas this is an activated effect, like exactly just like the effect of a monster. So it happens on a separate chain link, so you can't negate, like if your opponent goes like Duster, for example, you can't just chain this and negate the Duster. You have to wait until it's summoned, and then on the resolution, I mean on the summon, you go effect negate. So that's not really good, honestly. You have to like negate cards preemptively. I'm not a really big fan. Again, if your opponent goes normal summon Snake Eye Ash, then you have to like chain this and then negate the Ash on resolution, but then your opponent still gets the popular search and everything. It's a little mid, so I've seen better. And if this card battles a monster, neither player can be destroyed by that battle. I can't say I'm a fan of this card. I actually think this card's really weak. This card could have came out in like 2015, and it would have still been underwhelming, underpowered, and everything. So yeah, the Link monster, if anything, is cool. The trap card I actually think is really, really disappointing. BBSB Backside, okay, sure. Continuous spell card. Each time the effect of a card other than this card is activated, you can place one access counter on this card, maximum 10. Monsters on your field gain 100 attack for each access counter on this card. If an access counter is placed on this card and the number of access counter reaches 10, So in other words, when 10 other cards or effects are activated, you can return this card to the hand, and if you do set one continuous trap directly from your deck that has an effect that special summons itself as a monster, again, Conquistador Hakuero, also the card set by this effect can be activated the same turn it was set. Useless steps to get to one card. That's just way too weak. It's very just honestly, it's bad. Again, this card could have came out in like 2003, literally, and it still wouldn't have been great. It just okay, maybe not 2003 because at least it boosts the attack of your monsters by 100 attack. That's already good enough, right? But I mean, it's not ideal. This card's too slow. It doesn't do anything on activation. Like you have to wait so long in a deck that's already slow. And it doesn't matter that you can use the continuous trap right away because it has to be a monster trap. If it was any continuous trap, then it would have been broken because you can at least get skill drain that you can flip right away. So if your opponent uses like way too many effects, then you know you can punish him for that. But you can't do any of that, so you can forget about it. This card is just not strong enough. I get that you can return it back to the hand and then keep doing the same thing over and over and just always generate more continuous trap that can summon themselves. You might as well just play another trap monster instead of playing this. And it also, I don't know, this card sucks. I don't have to justify myself anymore. Alright, we've got the remaining monsters of Infinite Forbidden. Let's check them out. Usually it's always pack filler. It's nothing too extraordinary because they always make sure that they show us the broken cards really early on, and then everything else that sucks, it's like, you know, enjoy, you know, it's always gonna be at the very end, and usually it's trash. Anyways, this card right here is Brumi, level 2 light spellcaster tuner. Level 2 monster. You can already imagine that all the Sprite groups on Facebook will be talking about this, even if the card is irrelevant in Sprite. You can only use this card's aim first effect once per turn. Sorry, it cannot be used as a synchro material except for the synchro summon of a level 8 or lower monster. Synchros are just getting worse and worse and worse because, you know, the two of the best synchro monsters just got banned, and rightfully so. But yeah, this is probably the worst timing for a card like this, not gonna lie. Because obviously I could imagine plays with like actual synchro and then climb up into Baron, but you can forget about this now. Anyways, you can reveal this card and one other monster in your hand. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck nor declare attacks with monsters for the rest of this turn except synchro monsters. Special summon one of the revealed monster, and if you do, banish the other. I was thinking, like, this could have been, like, so good in Thunder Dragon because you can summon this and then banish a Roar or a Dark, and then, you know, you just keep playing. But you're locked under synchros only for the rest of the turn. Actually, not because of this, but rather because of that. Cannot declare attacks. Sorry, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck nor declare attacks. That is way too harsh of a restriction for no good reason, because the effect is honestly not overpowered. It could have just not had any of these locks, honestly, just have that effect, and it would have been fine. And even then, people wouldn't play this card. So I just have like an issue with Konami being like way too scared of making cards like playable, so they make them underpowered instead. This is just gonna end up being dead content, so yeah, this card sucks ass. Okay, next up we've got Menkomori. Yeah, you're ugly. Alright, level 1 Earthwing Beast Tuner 0/0 up to thrice per turn. I love that word. It makes me sound intelligent, you know? I just love pretending like I am. If your opponent normals or special summons a monster, you can target one of them, toss a coin. Oh shit. Oh, you already know it's destined for failure. And if it's heads, change that monster to face up attack, and if it's tails, change it to face down defense. Yeah, this is one of the very few times where you really don't want head. Once per turn, if a monster is flipped face up or a face up monster is changed to face down while this monster is in the field, you can... I don't care. Okay. May Malepard, level 2 light beast. God damn, okay. If this card is the only card in your hand, you can special summon it. Yeah, okay, sure. Sprite support, I guess. Not really. Definitely not. Jesus. Yo, I swear to God, man. Every single level 2 monster is always gonna be a discussion for them. Always. The Sprite players, man. I appreciate your guys' passion, but just because a monster is level 2 and has the word special summon in its card text, doesn't make it Sprite support. Stop the cap. And this card has 4 effects. I can guarantee you all 4 of them are dog shit. Anyways, if this card is special summoned by its first effect, its attack becomes 25 until the end of your opponent's turn. Not bad. If this card battles an opponent's monster, you take any battle damage they would have taken instead. Very bad. If you take damage from a battle involving this card, change its attack to 0. Then if you have 2,000 or less attack, its attack becomes a 5,000. Okay, so in other words, you die even faster because your opponent just crashes again and then it reflects all the damage to you. Fantastic. This card is really good if your goal is to lose. That's beautiful. That's great. At least the artwork is insane. I love it. I'm a big fan. Okay, Trap Gaither. Equip spell. You can only use this card's name, second and third effective, it's per turn each. The monster gains 400 attack for each trap card in your grave. If you're playing both equip spells and trap cards in your deck, we already have a problem. After damage calc, when the equipped monster destroys... Yu-Gi-Oh! Orc, fix this, please. I'm begging you. This is really annoying. Every single time I select text, this stupid thing just keeps, like, popping up. It's... Grr. Anyways, when the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle and inflicts battle damage to them, you can send this card to the grave, said one trap card from your grave, dog shit. If a face-up trap you control will be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card you control instead, garbage. This card is really interesting. Interdimensional Matter Translocator. Nailed it! Oh, I'm so good. Oh, yes! Okay, continue spell. You can only use all 3 effects once per turn. Will you look at that? You can target one monster on the field, banish it, then return it to the field. Now, you might be thinking, but yak sign, this doesn't achieve anything. And you would be wrong. You can do some really cool things with this effect, actually. So let's say you cheat out a monster, right? That would technically be summoned with its effects negated. You can banish it, and then when it comes back to the field, its effects are no longer negated. So, yeah, you can use, like, Cattle Call to summon, like, Naturi Exterior or something. Or, I don't know, Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. And then you banish it, and then, like, it comes back, and it's, like, unnegated. So it's kind of cool. I definitely really like it. It's nice. Or, you know, if you got, like, Baron de Fleur, big rip in the chat, even though I'm actually really grateful that it got banned. Your Baron already negated something, you just like banish it and then it comes back and it's like it forgot that it negated again because it's a different card. So that's also really nice. So these kinds of effects are always really fun, right? It's a Farfa. It's a Farfa for yourself and for your opponent, but I think Farfaing your opponent is a little stupid. It won't lead to anything. Anyways, if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can target one face-up monster whose effects are negated, banish it, then return it to the field. Yes, okay, yeah, okay, so that's almost the exact same thing as the first effect. Yeah, okay, that's minimalistic card design. Copy paste. Before resolving an opponent's card effect, the target this face-up card, banish this card until the end phase of this turn. The next turn. This is never gonna come up. Like, nobody's gonna use like a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss to target this card to negate it. Absolutely never. Spells and traps rarely get negated. I mean, sometimes they do, but like they get their activation negated. It's not like I'm gonna target it to negate it. So again, I can only really think of like Hot Red that can do that, or like I don't know, so some random cards like the freaking Raid Raptor Glorious Bright, like the trap card Raid Raptor Barrage, whatever the hell. Yeah, but again, nobody cares. So yeah, moral of the story: this card's pretty good. I like it. I mean, it's not like insane, but it definitely does allow some really cute combos. And then the equip spell is horrendous. This monster is trash. This is, let's not talk about it. And this is really bad. And this is Copium Sprite support for sure. And then these two cards, I mean, all these cards are, yeah, they're interesting, but they're not really good. But yeah, that is pretty much all I had for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Peace.